Hello everyone, welcome again to live session of Manulaw classes. I am Dinesh Kumar and I am former assistant professor of law at Campus Law Center, Law Faculty, Delhi University, and presently I am working as an academic head of Manulaw classes. So dear students, in today's session I will discuss with you one of the latest and landmark judgment of Honorable Supreme Court in the case of the state of Uttarakhand versus Sachendra Singh Rawat. This decision was delivered by Honorable Supreme Court on 4th February 2022. But before moving to the main discussion part, there is an important announcement for all of you. Admissions are open at Manulaw classes for upcoming batch of 1 year and 2 years for the CLAT 2022 and 2023 examination, including the crash course. All of you may get yourself enrolled with us for getting the best result. And for more information, you can dial on the given number on the screen, that is 9971 444 054. Dear students, the date of CLAT examination 2022 is May 8, 2022 and the date of CLAT examination 2023 is 18 December 2022. So prepare yourself accordingly and wish you all the best. One more information, your applications forms are open at the window of NLU Consortium and the last date to fill the form is 31st March. So please fill your form timely. So now we come to today's decision. This case is relating to the offense of murder under section 300 of IPC. So if we discuss about the fact of this case, in this case the accused Sachendra Singh Rawat and the victim is Virender Singh. So basically there was a marriage ceremony or the Mehndi ceremony in marriage and there was dispute regarding any issue between the victim and the accused person. So at that point of time there were hot arguments between the two, but the matter was settled by all the persons present there. But what happened subsequently this incident or subsequently this alteration, when Virender Singh was going to his house at about 10 in the night, so he was followed by the accused Sachendra Singh Rawat and Sachendra Singh Rawat gave him various blows on his head and the other part of body by or with a danda. So victim tried to go to his own house, but he was mercilessly beaten by the accused Sachendra Singh. The wife of the victim and the mother of the victim tried to help the victim person, but they could not help the victim and so much injuries were caused by the accused to the victim. So there was a skull fracture and a frontal wound on left side. When the victim was taken to the hospital, to the nearby hospital, so the nearby hospital, the doctors conducted some treatment of that victim. Subsequently he was referred to some superior hospital, but he died there in the hospital. Now the question was that FIR was registered against the accused person, and when the matter was before trial court, so trial court held that accused has committed the offense of murder in the given circumstances. So accused went against the decision of trial court to the Honorable High Court, and Honorable High Court reversed the decision of trial court. Honorable High Court held that accused did not committed the offense of murder, rather accused has committed the offense of culpable homicide because the case of accused falls under exception 4 of section 300. So my dear students, you may be aware, आप लोगों को पता होगा कि मर्डर को डिफाइन किया गया है सेक्शन 300 में और सेक्शन 300 के 5 एक्सेप्शन हैं. सो अगर कोई पर्सन या किसी एक्यूज का केस इन 5 एक्सेप्शन में फॉल करता है, देन एक्यूज इज नॉट हेल्ड लायबल फॉर द ऑफेंस ऑफ मर्डर, रादर ही इज हेल्ड लायबल फॉर द ऑफेंस ऑफ कल्पेबल होमिसाइड. सो ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट रिवर्स द डिसीजन ऑफ ट्रायल कोर्ट एंड हेल्ड दैट accused in the given circumstances has committed the offense of culpable homicide and not the offense of murder on the basis of application of this exception 4 of section 300 of IPC. Now the state was not satisfied with the decision of Honorable High Court, so state preferred an appeal before Honorable Supreme Court. And the main issue before Honorable Supreme Court in this case was that whether the accused has committed the offense of murder or culpable homicide in the given circumstances. Here both the parties raised some contentions before Honorable Supreme Court. So first of all, I am taking the contentions of petitioner, that is state, in the given case. So according to the contention of state, accused should be convicted for the offense of murder because his case fall under clause 3 and clause 4 of section 300. So basically there are four clauses under section 300 of IPC, and clauses 3 and 4 specifically deal with the offense of murder. If I refer to clause 3 says that when the accused commits the offense or when accused caused such bodily injury to the victim person and the bodily injury is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death. So bodily injury is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death, then the accused person is held liable for the offense of murder. So if the injury which has been caused to the victim is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death, then it will be an offense of murder. Fourth clause says that if the injury is so imminently dangerous that it must in all probability will cause death, then also it will be the offense of murder. So the contention of state was that, or petitioner was that, it is the case of murder and it is not the case of culpable homicide, and the exception 4 of section 300 cannot be applied in the given circumstances because पहले उन दोनों के बीच में हॉट आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हुए जहां पर उनका सेटलमेंट वहां के लोगों ने कर दिया. सेकंड, सब्सिक्वेंटली वो बाद में उसको इंटेंशन से, मारने की इंटेंशन से वो गया और मारने की इंटेंशन से उसने उस पर आक्रमण किया, अटैक किया. सो यहाँ पर सेक्शन जो एक्सेप्शन 4 है सेक्शन 300 का, वो कब अप्लाई होता है? इट अप्लाइज इन द केस ऑफ सडन फाइट. सो इट इज नॉट द केस ऑफ सडन फाइट. अगर एक्यूज्ड विक्टिम को जहां उनका हॉट आर्ग्यूमेंट हुआ था वहीं पर मार देता, देन इट कुड बी कंसीडर्ड एज द केस ऑफ एक्सेप्शन 4 ऑफ सेक्शन 300. लेकिन एक्यूज ने बाद में उसको मारा, सो दिस शुड नॉट बी द केस ऑफ दिस एक्सेप्शन 400. सेकेंड पॉइंट, accused should be liable for murder because two incidents are, means the incident at the mehendi ceremony and the on the way when the victim was going to his own house are different from one another. तो दोनों इंसिडेंट एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट हैं, इसलिए यहाँ पर एक्सेप्शन 4 को अप्लाई नहीं किया जा सकता. थर्ड कंटेंशन ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ पेटिशनर वाज दैट accused was having intention to kill. अब क्योंकि उसने इतने सारे ब्लॉस को मारे उसके स्कल में फ्रैक्चर हो गया, it shows that accused was having intention to kill the victim. Now we come to the contentions of respondent, means the accused in the given case. Accused said that as per the contention of the accused or respondent, the accused should be convicted for the offense of culpable homicide and not for murder. Means it was the reverse contention on the part of the accused. So accused contended that he should be considered or he should be liable for only for the offense of culpable homicide and not for the offense of murder. Why? Because it was a case of sudden fight. And if it is a case of sudden fight and both the incidents, means the incident and Mehndi ceremony and on the way are the part of same transaction under section 6 of Indian Evidence Act, are the part of same transaction under section 6 of Indian Evidence Act. So he should be held liable only for the offense of culpable homicide and not for the offense of murder. Third, accused was not having intention to kill. He said that he was not having intention to kill or he was not having intention to cause the death. So he was not having intention to commit the murder. Rather, if he was having intention, if we try to find it out from the circumstantial evidence, it could only be covered under the circumstantial evidence and it will lead to this culpable homicide, not amount to murder. So this was the contention, or these were the contention on the part of accused person. Now we come to the decision of this of honorable court in this regard. So basically honorable court analyzed the various circumstances of the case and refer this post-mortem report of the deceased person, and he found that on external examination of the dead body following conditions and injuries were found: average built rigor mortis present at the both upper limbs, extended up to the lower half of the thigh, eyes partially open, corona was dried, nostrils were with blood clots. Now देखिएगा, so this is a serious kind of situation. Next, stitched wound with 34 stitches. So मतलब 34 टाँके थे उसके बॉडी पर, ठीक है. उसका स्कल फ्रैक्चर था, ठीक है. So on the basis of all these evidences which the honorable court analyzed, honorable court came to the conclusion that this is the case of murder and it is not the case of culpable homicide. And honorable court held that in this case the intention to cause death. So basically this expression intention to cause death is mentioned in the definition of culpable homicide as well as in the definition of murder. So this intention to cause death means this intention can be inferred from the various circumstances, as for example the nature of injury caused to the victim, next the weapon used by the accused person, third point where the weapon was used or which body part was hit by the accused person. So all these circumstances shows that in the given case accused hit the skull of the victim. So skull is a delicate part and here this clause 3 of section 300 will be applicable. Similarly, he has the victim was having 34 stitches on his body part. It means this injury was sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause the death. So the case will fall under clause 4 of the section 300 as well. So considering all the circumstances, Honorable Supreme Court came to this conclusion that accused has committed the offense of murder in the given circumstances, and Honorable Supreme Court reversed the decision of Honorable High Court and confirmed the decision of Honorable Trial Court, and the accused was held liable for the offense of murder and not for culpable homicide. So that's all for today, my dear students. I will come again with the next topic or next landmark judgment. Till then, thank you very much. Goodbye.